What's good with the good energy, people? Peace and blessings. What's good with you? Much love and respect. Thank you for tuning in. Hey, what's good? Please do me the favor and like the page and share the page. Thank you. What's good to the good energy people? I got my girl Miss D here. Say hi, Miss D.
Hello, everyone. Good morning.
Much love and respect. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate it. Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings. Well, we're going to start out with, as we started yesterday, or continuing from yesterday, part 2 of the Wendy Williams situation. But mainly it's not just about Wendy Williams, it's mainly also about us. What can we learn from the situation of the Wendy Williams situation? Yeah. How you feel, Miss D? What's good?
I'm feeling good this morning. Blessed. Thank God. Yes.
No doubt.
Definitely.
What you do this morning? Mommy duties again?
I did mommy duties.
Okay.
That's what we do.
No doubt. No doubt. Peace and blessings. Could you guys please share the page? Could you like the page? And we would love for you to be a part of or engage with us during this time far as this particular show. Our main thing is trying to get us all to learn something from a situation that was that happened to Wendy Williams, a very gifted person. Might I add?
Yes, definitely.
She's a very gifted person.
Gifted person, yes.
Especially in telling stories. She's a very gifted. She knows how to put words together, and she took her gift to the public, and she made it happen. So I definitely I commend her on that. You know what I mean?
Yes, we do. Yes,
she was a strong woman, far as pushing her narrative and pushing her
career. Yeah, she did a lot.
Yeah, she made it happen.
Surely did.
Yeah, she was skillful in that.
Yes,
she was a marketer.
Skill. Yes,
she definitely marketed herself. Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, no doubt. Okay, so the thing about it is, coming from yesterday, on the same topic, there was a lot of talk. There was a lot of comments.
Yes,
and we appreciate you guys chiming in. And someone said on the post of yesterday, let's see, what was it? All right, as Cameron said, he said, if you don't want it done to you, don't do it to nobody else. Okay. Someone else said, I think the name is Damien Martinez.
Damien Martinez. Yes.
Right. He said, is Wendy even aware of how she is being perceived?
Yes.
Is she in the state of mind, acknowledge where she is in life completely? Do you think at that time in her situation, do she understand what's going on? Because I think she has a dementia right now.
Yes, she does have that problem, yes.
Okay.
We already know that already, yes.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the issues. Okay.
I do believe that when she was doing her documentary, she wasn't like completely, really completely healed. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because they did say that the documentary was done like years before she started, they started letting her know that what was coming toward her. Okay. And I believe that she was already, she was already healed, but not in that.
Not all the way.
Yes, not all the way, yes.
Okay, got you. Okay. What else someone else said? Let's see. Damon also said, Scott made a good point too. He said, I mean, she got sick, like illness.
Yes.
will like illness will be a fall on each of us, which is a fact someday.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, karma is a stretch. She said, karma is a stretch, and people do say things like, it's her karma. That's why I was saying, everybody's going to get sick. Everybody's going to have some type of downfall. So I can't.
It's part of life.
Yeah, it's part of life. You can't look at that as, the reason why she's this way is because of this.
No,
it is a stretch.
We don't believe that
I appreciate
either.
that comment, Scott.
Yes, definitely.
He also said, she didn't kill anyone. She entertained with gossip and tea.
Yes.
The reason everybody doing it today, she had heart and courage to get out there and salute her. I salute her. If anything she ever said about anyone wasn't true, then why the big fuss as if she destroyed lives? Good point. Good point, Scott.
Yes.
But this is a lesson for all of us, I guess. Because I'm going to say that there were a lot of things that she did.
Yes.
Say that was not true.
Yes.
There was a lot of things.
And he did.
And I'm not saying that just me saying it.
Yes.
I'm taking myself out of it. I've just seen a few videos myself, many years ago, and up until today.
Yes.
She did say some things that wasn't true, especially, I don't know if you heard or anybody else heard any of the Judge Mathis interview that she did a few years ago. I think it was back in 2003.
Yes.
Somewhere around there.
6 or 3 years, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. But so she did say some things that weren't true, and Judge Mathis was one who actually confronted her and kept it real, kept it honest. And I'll let you guys hear. For those who didn't hear, I'll let you hear that. But this is not just about Wendy and Mathis. It's about all of us. What can we learn?
What can we learn out of it? Yes.
From situations like this?
Yes.
Especially when you lie about something on someone else.
Yes, definitely.
And I'm not trying to kick no one back. I'm not trying to kick in Wendy's back. No.
Yes.
At this time, she do need the prayer. She need people to be by her side.
Oh, yes.
And all that good stuff. So, much love to her, and praying for her and her family.
Yes,
you
definitely.
know what I mean? But this is a comment or an interview that's with Matthews. Go ahead.
And we don't want them to think that we're here to, to attack her or, to say any negative things about her.
Right.
But that's what we're coming in today with our part 2. So where we want to prove, with the proof that what we was talking yesterday is not just, we're not talking for just saying things.
Right.
There is proof, there is evidence. We're talking about things that we're not denying that she really did and did hurt people. She said things that were not real. So it's not about, there's a lot. It's definitely true that she did hurt people and she did say a lot of negative things. But we're not here for that.
Yeah, we're not here to kick her while she's down. We're just here to basically give you some, information that you may not know on what had happened in certain situations. Not to say that we want her to do bad or, I'm not looking down on her. That's the whole thing about it.
We want you to know that we're talking the real thing too. We just want to let you know what it is about, and we want to learn from it. Right. That's all it is. Exactly. That's all it is.
Yeah, so at the end of the day, this was her job.
Yes.
But in any job, you're going to have consequences and situations. So if you worked at a place where there was gases, and constant gas or whatever, and you're in this particular place, it's going to affect something in your lungs, your liver.
Definitely.
That's the consequence of that job.
Yes, that's a fact.
I know people who worked in all types of factories and things like that, or in type of all types of freezers.
Yes, that's
so there was some type of effect on them because of that job.
Yes, definitely.
So even though it was a job, there is consequences and effect on anything. I stand up all day, all day long. So eventually, my feet will be hurting or something, like my legs, my hips. So there's consequences and that comes with the job.
Yes,
by the way.
Definitely.
Yeah. So what's good? Good morning. Good morning, Rashonda. How are you? Good morning. Thank you for chiming in. Appreciate you, Rashonda. Much love and respect. You can always give your comment, your perspective here.
Yes.
So here is for those who never really seen this particular interview on Wendy on her job.
Yes.
All right. Here we go.
it. I would love to have it, but if I didn't have it, damn. Oprah just celebrated her 49th birthday yesterday. I idolize her, but even Oprah, like, it's not this. Take it or leave it. You know what I mean? Okay, let's go in. Whitney.
Oh no, this is this is Whitney. Okay, I'm gonna show you that in a minute, but this is the one I wanted to get you at. Let's see. This is not that one. I guess it was later. But let me give you the one for Whitney. This is one for Whitney. Let's hear it.
What happened was when she picked the
this is Matthews.
I told her, I said, you know more about the streets than me now. I'm out the streets and you in it. Because she was right and I was wrong with the 3-card market.
If I had some cards, I would ask you to do that too. I don't feel as if there's anything wrong with that, Judge, because you know why? Well, look, I want to talk with you because
he said, "Let me out the streets."
Show, whether it's TV or radio, one thing that Wendy Williams does is keep it real with her audience. Now, my audience knows all about me and what I've been through, and what they don't know, I go into explicit details in my book. Now, that might not be true according to you about this woman that allegedly you slept with. You allegedly got her pregnant. Listen to just let me draw up the skeleton, Judge, and then you fill in the meat.
Wendy, I didn't read that part. Now you making that up.
Okay, let me draw up.
And WBLS about to be sued for defamation. You gonna make some stuff.
Okay, Judge, you are.
The judge said, I didn't read that part because he did read the tabloids as well.
Yes.
And by the way, tabloids, for those who don't understand, there are a lot of tabloids that was out many years ago in the early 2000s. And a lot of them tabloids were actually stories of a lot of famous people who they paid money for to get those articles written and all that good stuff. And some of them were true and some of them was false.
Yes, it was a mixture.
Yeah, it was definitely a mixture.
Yes.
All right, so this tabloid he's speaking of is that they had put something in him by him seeing someone else, blah, blah, blah. On top of that, he tried to get somebody to sleep with his wife. Another situation, they had tabloids with him and Jesse Jackson jumping another preacher. All kind of stuff. So I guess when you say something long enough, it becomes a truth in people's heads.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And that's what she was doing. She was studying these tabloids and reading them and really going over them, and she was putting that in her head. And then she go to the live on TV or radio, and she started talking about it. You know what I mean? So here she is again at her job.
Okay, now that's called defamation. All right. That's called defamation, Wendy.
Okay.
She did not allege that.
All right, look.
I'll tell you what she alleged, and it wasn't that.
All right, you tell me what she alleged, Judge, in all of your anger.
I'm not angry.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
I'm not angry.
Okay.
She said that she had an encounter with me where I was getting high.
Doing cocaine.
Doing
Brought to you by
You've been addicted
Classic
to most of your
Throwback
life and
TV.
Still addicted to based on your nasal passages and all these days you're missing at work and going in and out of the bathroom right while I'm here in the studio. As I told you, I've never used
New York
cocaine
City, are
in
you
my
following
life.
me?
Listen, I've never used cocaine in my life.
Okay,
never
well,
in my
tell
life.
me what else she alleged,
So,
Judge.
She also alleged that I asked her to sleep with my wife.
Yes, she did.
Yeah. Right. And
Yeah, see, he said that she alleged, you know, meaning like this is, not the truth. It's allegedly.
Yes.
All right. Inside that tabloid.
Tabloid,
All right?
yes.
All right.
so, and if you want to believe that ridiculous nonsense, you feel free to. But and you want to keep fueling it when no one else has even asked me about
Well,
it.
nobody else keeps it real like
Everyone in
this.
the media knows that tabloids print trash, but every week that they pay people to come up with you or anyone in this studio.
And that is a fact. That is a fact. So I commend Matthews for
coming out
and confronting and checking that situation.
Yes.
He actually I never really heard too many people check her that way.
And that's what we was
Not as
talking
many.
about, how people were saying that why nobody's coming out and letting her know, well, what you said about me is not true. Because really, for most of the people, and I heard them already make a comment saying, well, it's a waste of time. You know what I'm saying? Why try to confront somebody? And sometimes they don't even confront it because it's not true. Because if you go and confront somebody, you're sugarcoating it. You're giving her reason to go ahead and continue with what she's doing. You know what I'm saying?
I think there was a fear too because she had a big name. And,
and they were afraid of that. And I believe that the only person who really knew the law, he knew how to confront her, he knew how to talk to her, and that was him, Judge Mathis.
Yeah.
And he did it the right way.
Let's listen.
Tabloid and tell them I want to sell you a story on someone and they'll buy it.
Right.
And if that's the type of stuff that you fuel on your show,
and
feel free to. But I don't know what else you want me to tell you.
I also got it.
I didn't do it.
I also
and
got
I
it
have
from
nothing to do with it. And
listen.
I don't know the woman, never met her, never used cocaine. Now, let's talk about fueling your stuff. You, on the other hand, have admitted to being addicted to cocaine.
Absolutely.
Secondly, you continue to show symptoms of your addiction.
Oh wow, that's deep. So now he's basically reflecting, not reflecting, but basically putting it back on her and making, letting her know that look, let's talk about you, let's fuel your stuff now.
Yes.
So the thing about it is, what we can get from this, what I'm learning from this situation is, what we all have learned.
Yes.
Once you point one finger, how many point back at you? You know what I mean? So that's what I'm getting from this with Judge Mathis and this situation. Good morning, Rhonda. What's good with you? Peace and blessings. Rhonda says, but it's still worth the time. I don't understand what you mean, but it's still worth the time. What are you speaking of, Rhonda? Thank you for chiming in as well. Please do me the favor, you guys, like the page. I appreciate it. Thanks.
Okay.
Lastly,
what are those symptoms? Tell me.
These nasal passages you keep coughing up.
And I did aspirin.
I'm going to go back.
About fueling your stuff. You, on the other hand, have admitted to being addicted to cocaine.
Absolutely.
Secondly, you continue to show symptoms of your addiction.
Okay.
Lastly,
what are those symptoms? Tell me.
These nasal passages you keep coughing up.
And I did aspirin.
This eternal cold that you continue to have. You can't have to come to work because every other week, and now you're even stupid so low as to blame it on your baby, your newborn. How low can you get? That's about as low as you can get, to blame your child for your cocaine addiction. Then, lastly, your bisexual activity. I'm sure your audience want to know about that. I've heard that rumor.
I'm sure my husband would love that.
See, what he's doing is, he's not saying she actually did that. But what he's doing, he's basically saying these are rumors.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I heard that rumor, and he's pushing it. Pushing it, but is it true? So it's making her feel some kind of way. It's like, it makes her stop in her tracks, like, hold up. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
the same way she's doing. Yes.
Right. So it's the same exact thing. Yes, I get it.
Yeah. Oh, he watches? Does he watch when you do it?
Yes. Don't you know?
No, I don't know. I didn't know you were that low down. Lastly, we can continue with what I heard about all those abortions. Like 8? You had 8.
What Rhonda said, you talking about, Rhonda said this, she said, but it's still worth the time to confront her, no matter who she is.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
Yes, definitely.
I agree.
Well, I agree with Rhonda. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The people shouldn't be scared, and they should have went up to her and confronted her. Definitely.
Right.
Yeah, but maybe they were scared, like we said.
Right.
He was the only one who had
the balls.
He had the balls to go out there and tell her, listen. Because most of the time too, when you try to confront somebody, it starts from one confrontation to another. You know what I'm saying? You might think that you're going to go up and talk to a person and you're going to be reasoning about it and it's going to get fixed.
Right.
But sometimes it goes to a bigger level.
Depending on how that person
is. You know what I'm saying? So that's the way when Judge Mathis came and spoke to her, he went and let her know, listen, this is defamation. Listen, this is this and that. He knew what the law and he knew what his space is and he knew how to go by it and confront her. Right. And he did the right thing. I believe so.
No doubt. No doubt. All right. Let's listen again.
8
Wow,
abortions. Come on, that's what I heard. That's the rumor.
How
Now you want to keep
interesting.
fueling that? Did you write about that in your book?
I wrote about abortion in my
okay.
book.
All
yes.
8 of them?
Yes, I
8?
wrote. I have an abortion.
Goodness.
Unlike you, Judge,
You're
I'll
the
be
worst.
smarter
I
about
think
my
these
book. I don't
sponsors
reveal
continue to-
everything for
all your
free.
sponsors
People
continue
must
to-
buy my book to
all
get
your
the information
sponsors
that they need to
continue
get.
finance this radio show knowing that you had 8 abortions, a cocaine addict, and a bisexual. Sponsors continue to put up money for this show.
You know what, Judge? You are
better watch out for
protesting.
the anti-abortion crowd. I can tell you that.
Let me just
You better
say
watch
this.
out for them. You better say something to them. Don't explain to me.
Wow. He going
just
in.
said, yeah.
He going in. He going
went
in.
into her.
He just like I said, he's basically doing what she was doing to him, even though he kept saying, now this is a lesson for us all.
Yes.
Even though somebody tell you straight up, it's not the truth.
Yes.
It's not the truth, and then give you facts or whatever the case may be.
Yes.
And then you keep pushing the issue, keep doing it. For what reason?
Yes.
Because you're trying to paint that narrative. This is the truth.
Yes.
And so it kind of angers a person.
Yes, it really does.
You know, it angers a person.
It
So I
brings
see.
them out of themselves. Yeah.
So Judge is like really upset.
He's innocent. Yeah.
Yeah, he's innocent. And then coming from the street.
Yes.
Being in the street,
Yes.
being locked up,
Yes.
being accused of things,
Yes.
being around people like that. So
And
it
he
may affect him a certain way.
he became who he is. Come on, yes, that was very harsh. Yes.
Yeah. All right. Let's continue.
Let me say
You ain't on
something.
trial with me. That's what you
Let
gonna
me
be on
say
trial
something
with.
to you and to everybody listening.
Go right ahead. See, let me tell
you
what thought,
are
Wendy.
the-
You thought you were going to get me on here and hijack me.
You
But
are
got
the
wrong
Tyson
person.
Beckford.
You got the wrong person, darling.
You are the
You got
Tyson
wrong
Beckford
guy.
of the protest.
I'm not some of these soft guys you done had on here that you think you can talk anything to. I come from the hardest streets of America. And if you think you're going to send me back to the streets fueling these nonsensical rumors that come in
I'm
a
not
tabloid,
fueling
why
anything,
don't
but
you
I'm
talk
just
about the other
listening.
tabloid article where I'm supposed to beating up the Reverend, me and Reverend Jackson jumped on a preacher in L.A. You didn't see that?
No.
Or you just too fixated on drugs and sex to discuss that?
Wow, he going in. There's other things in the tabloid. He like, yo, look, it's other things in the tabloids. You know, me and Reverend Jackson supposed to jump another preacher.
Yes.
Why ain't talk about that?
There's a lot of crazy things. Yes.
Yeah. So tabloids, for everybody to understand, you know, tabloids, you know, especially those who are young that wasn't around when a lot of tabloids was on the market.
Yes,
I don't think
a lot of
it's not as
magazines,
much as it
That's now,
was.
yeah.
As years ago,
Now
it was
it's Facebook.
Oh, it was a lot. Yeah, now
it's
Facebook doing it. You know what I mean?
Facebook, and
you see it today. You see all types of
Yes.
pictures up there with men
Yes.
kissing men,
Yes.
all that stuff. You know what I mean? And it be
Yes.
lies. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And people go into it. And they be like,
Yeah.
oh, ooh,
They
this
don't
is.
sell the magazine no more.
Yeah, now they get money on Facebook. So the
Yes.
more views you get, the more hits and likes you get, the more videos played. You know,
Yes.
they give you money.
Yes.
They give you money. Go on. Let's see.
Is that your problem?
I
'Cause you
didn't
got
see
a
that
real
one.
fixation with drugs and sex, and that's all you talk about, from what I understand
Tell
on
us-
your show.
tell us
And
about
now we
the
know
beatdown.
why you had all those 8 abortions.
Okay.
My God, do you have any spirituality in you at all?
Tell
you
us
need to
about-
go to church. What church do you go
Tell
to?
us about
'Cause you
this.
need God in your life.
Tell us
That's what
about
you
the
need.
beatdown,
And
John.
Yo, Judge going in.
He said you only talk about sex and drugs and come on now.
Yo, Judge going in. I
Wow.
always like this dude.
I love
you know,
Judge Mathis.
he's very
Yes.
direct, straight to the point.
Yes.
You know, so
Without hurting
big up,
anybody,
yeah, big up.
because really he's not like hurting. He just went into. I don't hear him cursing. I don't
He
hear him
didn't-
calling
he didn't
her
say
out her
one
name.
curse.
Not at all.
Yeah, so
he just went down
respect.
there and come. Yes, definitely.
Yeah,
Yes.
respect to Judge.
Yes, he went down there like a man.
I'm not mad. Anyone that knows my show know that I don't take any disrespect, or I don't let anybody say anything they want to me without me checking them real strong and real tough. And that's what you're getting today, Wendy. You're getting a real good checking. All right, which is what you need, and quite frankly, it's overdue. You get folks on your show, and you just think you can talk and say anything you want to them. Well, that's what I do on my show, and my show has higher ratings than yours. So I'm Trump.
I think the person that's in the background going, I think that's someone with Wendy.
Yes.
That's someone with you. I think that's going to he's going to respond to that as well.
Very interesting part of it.
trumping you today.
No, you're not
and
trumping
I'm
me,
you know
Judge.
that you're going to have to listen. Because I'm
You're
giving the
actually
orders.
not
I am
trumping
the
anything.
judge.
What me and my audience talk about we talk about on a regular basis, and it's actually very comical to me. All of the protesting you're doing, it's almost like that saying, "Thou dost protest too much."
Being checked. Understand me clearly. This is called when you think that you can just treat people unfairly and say what you want.
I am not saying what I want to you. I simply asked you about this woman, and you immediately jumped to the highest of protestivity.
I tell you what
about
I immediately did.
Something WBLS New York.
I immediately told you that it was untrue, and I told you that it was tabloid trash, which all public figures have to endure.
Right.
And then you continue to want to talk about it for 10 more minutes, and I informed you that you were fueling rumors by continuing to talk about it,
I wanted to
damaging my reputation. I'm not going to let you do that. And when you try to do that, you're going to get checked.
Yo, what's your thoughts? What's your thoughts on this particular interview? Not just Wendy and Matthews, but what's your thoughts on when you know of a person that's coming at you like that? How would you respond? Would you respond like this, or would you just walk away?
Yes.
What's your response on that? To the audience that's listening. What's good with you once again? Good morning, Rashonda. Good morning, Rhonda. Peace and blessings. Do me the favor, please like and share the page as you could. I appreciate it so much. Thank you so much. So I'm going to continue to play the Matthew and Wendy's interview. What can we learn from these situations?
Every time you do it, are you clear on that? Or do I have to continue checking you over and over? Because I will. As long as I'm here and as long as you get out of order, I will check you.
So you don't know this woman.
There you go again. Are you still getting high? Because I just saw you leave the bathroom looking like you were getting high. In fact, you got white powder around your nose.
Woo!
And I believe there was nobody that could have done it like the way Judge Mathis did it. He just went and, just like Rhonda said, go ahead and confront her. And I think he was the perfect man to go ahead and get that done.
Especially when you know you're innocent, and you know you're innocent, and you didn't do exactly what you're being accused of, or what the case may be. Yeah, I think I think
he did it. He just did it. Yeah, that was a check-in right there.
No doubt.
And I believe a lot of people want to do it too, but they don't. They didn't know how to do it. Yeah,
they was afraid. Yeah.
I do.
Yes, you do. Ask your colleagues.
Okay, can we bring a close up?
Doesn't it look like
Can
you got
somebody
white
bring a
powder
close up
around her nose?
The VH1
You
cameras?
got powder around your nose. Let's take a look. It looks like it to me. Put her in the court. Looks like you got white powder to me around your nose.
I don't know whether...
You still a dope fiend? I need to check you in the rehab and pray for you.
Wow.
You need help, sweetie.
Let's all get along.
Turn to Christ. He'll save you.
All right.
What church you go to?
Where's my deck of cards at?
You picked the wrong one this time, Wendy. That's all.
No, I think I picked the right one, baby.
That's right. You want to build your ratings up on me.
This is
you want to build your ratings up on a real star. That's right, baby.
Look, after this is over, are you and I still cool?
I kiss you now. We cool now.
No, I don't cheat on my husband.
That's right. You know. Screw other women in front of him. Oh. That's what you admitted to a minute ago. Remember? You just said he watching.
Wow. Yo. Wow. He going in. He going in. Rhonda said, I would respond the same way, most definitely.
Yes, that was wonderful. Yes.
All right. Because the thing is, people do say things like it was her job, and like I said, it was her job, and like I said, there's consequences, and and situations that happen that make a certain people feel bad. Do you think, if you said something about somebody like that in the public, how would they feel?
I mean, that's very hurtful.
Yeah, how would they feel if you're actually saying it and you keep going and getting louder and louder? How that's going to make that person feel? That's the thing I think, we really didn't discuss too much of yesterday. How does it feel to the other person that these words are coming at them? The allegations, what the case may be, even if it's true.
Yes.
even if it's true, like for instance, I'll get into that a little later about Whitney Houston. Even if it's true, how do that other person feel that you're saying something about like that negatively in the public?
Very painful. I mean, very harms. I mean, that's like harmful for real.
Right.
I mean, what else can we say? That's really hard thing.
And as we listen, you can tell how he's coming back at her nonstop. It's making her feel a certain kind of way.
Yes.
Because she's not speaking at times. She's just shut down.
And she keeps saying, come on, Judge, come on, Judge.
And then she go back into trying to, but it's not competing with what he's doing far as him speaking loud, keep hitting nonstop. And it's making her feel some kind of way.
There's no way for her to say anything because, like he said, he went truthfully at her.
Right.
I think she knew that she was wrong at that moment.
Right.
And she didn't even apologize. I think that she knew she was wrong.
Right. I think they mended it years later, or I don't know how long later, but they did mend. I guess they got on the right foot.
Yes, but we're talking about that moment down there, like that moment, because we're talking about how will you feel?
Right.
Because I'm feeling what he's feeling at that moment.
Right.
So I'm pretty sure when he went down there and spoke to her, she felt it too, because it was not true. I think she felt the hurt and the pain and all that negativity that went upon him, knowing where he came from and the battle that he had to fight to be where he is now.
Yeah, and he did mention something about why you trying to keep me in the street?
Yes.
He's a judge.
I came out of that.
He had to be a lawyer first or something like that, to a judge.
Yes.
And you keep putting me back in the street.
Where I came from, and he did it hard work. Come on.
They say people don't never let your past go.
Yes, they never do.
They
You're
never
right.
let your past go.
They always try to bring it out. No matter what.
This why you screw women. Isn't that what you said on the air? Your listeners heard you. You want to deny it now?
Oh, boy.
Yeah. It's tough, isn't it?
Artie,
it's tough dealing with a real one when you're used to dealing with fakes.
Okay, I just need somebody to weigh in on this. Artie, weigh in on exactly what is going on here, because you're here every day. You know how I deal with my listeners, and can we take phone
tag team? She's tag teaming right here. It's tag team
calls.
Let's take some phone calls. Absolutely.
Okay, let's take phone calls. We'll take them right now.
Yes, sir.
And damn it, nobody curse. We need phone calls right now. Judge, you need to have you have headphones on. Okay. Hi, BLS, you're on the air. Hello? Is this the day that you...
Hello?
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 Hi.
She needs your help. She needs your help. Wendy needs your help.
I got you, Wendy. I got you.
No, turn your radio down. You're on the radio with me and the Judge Mathis.
Oh, okay.
All right, next. Lolo. The super people, super friends.
She needs your help.
Fan
she
out.
needs your help.
Hi, BLS.
Hello,
Hi.
is this Wendy?
Yeah.
Hey, Wendy, this is Valerie calling from the Bronx.
Hi, Valerie.
Hi, first time I get through to you.
How you doing?
Good. I'm listening to your interview with Judge Mathis.
Yeah.
What's up with him? He's going off on you.
That's right. I sure am, because she's spurring untrue rumors trying to damage my reputation.
I am not spurring them. We're dispelling them.
No. You've tried to talk about it for 20 minutes.
No,
yes, you have.
We're trying to dispel them.
And you did it with Chris Rock for 2 hours. Thought I wasn't going to hear about it, and I did. So I couldn't wait to get here to check you to your face. Sweetie, this is what I do on television every day, and thank you.
Mathis don't care what you talking about. He like, sweetie, this what I do. You ain't telling me not to be quiet after she trying to,
defame him, like talking
me,
stuff
make me look bad. This was a deep interview, man. This was heavy. So this just goes to show you that it's difficult to talk really hard and bad about somebody, especially if it's lies.
Yes.
For them not to come back at you.
Yes,
especially
definitely.
if a person like this.
And also for those that are saying if it wasn't true, why you didn't confront her? She got confronted.
Right.
So we showing the proof, like, she did get confronted by a couple of people.
Right.
It didn't change nothing.
Yeah, she did. Yeah.
That's what we say. It didn't change nothing.
Right.
Yeah.
Haven't
she?
No, that is true.
That's what I do. So I'm real. I am who I am.
And Wendy,
I'm on the
what's
phone
with
when I
you?
do
You
on
haven't been able to
television.
come back on him.
No, she can't.
You know what, Judge?
She too high.
Because I am absolutely.
She too high. That's why she can't, sweetie.
Look,
Brought to you by
thanks, Val.
Classic Throwback
Here's the thing,
TV.
Judge.
Yeah.
And this is going to be my
Yeah.
I think final
Wendy, I
comments on
gotta
this
go
while
in a
you're
minute
here.
because I have to
Hold
do a
on.
book signing.
There's a woman
People want
who's
my book.
alleged
They
you
wanna
had an
read about
affair
the
with her.
inspirational- they
She's
wanna
a
read
younger
the
woman. She's about
inspirational
24.
story.
She's got a big behind, long 2-inch nails, and she apparently went to sell her story someplace. All I'm asking you is, did you know the woman?
I told you that. How
You
many
said
times
you
I
didn't
tell
know her.
Right.
You said you've never smoked coke
Never.
or done coke.
Never in
But
my
but the
life.
way that you're reacting, you have to understand.
Denial.
Is
Denial.
The way that I'm
Wow. So, so we're used to seeing when a person act a certain way.
Yes.
He definitely or she definitely is in denial. Oh, why are you getting so angry? Oh, because it's the truth. It gotta be the
Yes.
truth because
Yes.
you're getting angry.
Yes.
It's not that I'm trying to protect my character.
Yes.
That I'm getting angry.
Yes.
Or I'm upset. They don't
I
look
hear
at
you.
that side.
They
you know
don't.
what I mean?
Yeah, they don't. You're right.
So this is what he says.
Denial.
The way that I'm acting is a person who knows that their reputation was defamed by you for 2 hours with Chris Rock behind my back based on trash tabloids. The way that I'm acting is that I came here
dwell on
today
you for
and
2
then
hours,
you tried
Judge.
to talk about it for 20 minutes after I dispelled it to you in 30 seconds. I've worked long and hard to overcome the streets of Detroit. I went from jail to the 15 in 15 years to the youngest judge in America, and I'll be damned if I'm gonna let you or anybody else defame my reputation
been to the
with this
mountaintop.
nonsense.
Were you
and
backstage
trying to
at the
make up
BET
stories
Awards with
and
gators
continuing to
and
fuel
all like
and
that?
continuing to fuel rumors that are untrue. That's why I'm checking you and anybody else to do it. And this nut over here that keeps making noise while I'm talking, I'm gonna get on him in a minute.
Were you
Woo, the one who's going woo down there.
No, the one was going blah 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 blah
Yeah,
blah
yeah,
blah
yeah.
blah blah
You're
blah
trying to
blah.
cut
I
off
had a dream.
Try to cut what he's saying. Yeah,
Yeah, I
so
think
people
that's
won't hear
somebody
it.
with Whitney. Wendy.
Hood with his pants down below his butt like he got no respect
Why
for
you looking at
himself,
my butt, Judge?
showing his nasty drawers that he ain't even
Oh,
washed.
you're looking.
Don't
How
nobody
you
want to see
doing?
that, and he must don't know
Oh,
that
how
that's
you
what they wear in
doing?
prison. I know because I've been there. And but people who wear it in prison are the homosexuals
You wanna
who
know?
want to be someone's wife.
Let me
and
ask
if
you
that's
this.
what he wants to be, I get him a husband.
Were you
because he
backstage?
look a little
Were you
soft
backstage?
anyway.
Were you backstage at the
He look a little
BET
soft
Awards?
anyway.
I want you,
He
Judge.
look a
How you
little light in
doing?
the loafers.
I want you, baby.
Yeah,
Were you
yeah.
backstage at the
Now,
BET
anybody else want
Awards?
to get checked?
I'm
Anybody
the
else
judge.
wanna get
Flirting
checked?
with the young
I'm
girls.
checking everybody here.
Were you
My
backstage
wife
at
was
the
with me at the
BET Awards?
BET Awards.
All
The only
right.
person I was
It's
flirting
Jesse's
with
boy.
at my wife, and she was at my side
All
every
right.
second.
All
What
right.
woman did you hear I was supposed to be flirting with at
I
the
just heard
BET
you were back
Awards?
there taking pictures and being charming.
Taking pictures and being charming.
Yep.
And for that, you call me flirting. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
Part
You
of
see
your-
why I'm checking you? Because you just said what you heard
checking.
was that I was backstage being nice and being charming and taking pictures.
Well,
and for
I
that,
actually-
you said you heard I flirting.
It was actually
different things.
It was
all
actually
right?
it was actually
so
a little more, but
once again, you are trying to fuel things that hurt my reputation. I don't know why. Are you jealous? I hope your VH1 show takes off, but don't hate on me until it does. Hopefully you'll get on television. You keep trying. This pilot I'm giving you today, it might be the one that sells your show and gets you on television. Then you don't have to hate on me no more, Wendy. Then you don't have to try to fuel
Judge Mathis, nobody's
these
hating on you.
outrageous allegations.
Nobody's
What you're
hating
doing,
on you.
you're
Can you call me
fueling
Judge?
outrageous allegations. And so that's why I have to check you every step of the way.
The very
and let
interesting
you
thing is
know
that we've had
that you
people
cannot
dispel
continue to
rumors
do
in
that.
much more calm ways than the
Right,
judge,
because
and I'm
they're
so
not
shocked
me.
because the
I
judge
just told you.
is more mature, and I just thought you would
You don't
have
know
a
me.
more
You
mature.
don't
look
know
at me.
Wendy,
I wish
you
that-
haven't read the book, obviously.
I wish that the
You
book
must
just
not have
came
read
out,
the
Here,
Judge.
Judge.
I've been busy
Yeah,
with
and
my
it
own
sold
book,
out in
telling
3
my
days,
own
by the way.
truth, which is
With a
something
judge
that
print in 3
What about
days.
us?
But you don't know me. That's why you thought
how
I
you
would be
doing?
calm.
He's concentrating
Why-
on me,
That's
Art.
why
Shut
you
up.
thought I would be calm while you continue to defame defame me and damage my reputation. But I would never be calm if anybody tries to do that to me.
All right.
And they will get checked over and over and over, just like I'm doing you. And since I can't talk anymore, because your little homosexual girlfriend over here with his pants down by his butt like he has no respect for himself, keep interrupting. I'm out of here. Thanks for man. Good on your show, but please stop hating on me. It'll be all right.
I love you.
Do you need
I love you.
Do you need some money?
I've
No,
got
because then you'll
my
use
own
it for your
thing going
cocaine
on.
habit.
Oh, yes,
I don't want
that's
to
right.
give you the money
That's
for
right.
that. Have a good day, sweetie, and take that
Judge, I'm bending
homosexual
over.
with you. All right? Bye-bye.
There he goes.
Bye-bye.
Wow, that was a lot to unfold.
Wow.
Yeah, he you know, what we see, I think that's a person who was trying to prove his innocence
Yes.
in the public.
Yes.
And he, you know, was going in. He was
Yes.
straight up going in. And
Definitely.
he didn't play no games.
I think he came out and just proved himself, and for those that were saying, you know, we don't want them to think like we said it from the beginning, that is proof on that, and we could see, you know, we saw all the damages and all the things that came out of that, you know, out of her career, you know,
Right.
it's her career. So that's what, if you know, for those people that were saying to us, well, she didn't hurt nobody. Was
Yeah.
it true? Why they
Yeah.
didn't come out and prove themselves? Well,
Right.
they did come out, and she
Right.
did hurt
Right.
other people's character.
Yeah, so
Yes.
it was a comment that was
Yes.
made that well, the things she talked about was true.
Yes.
So it was true. It was true.
Yeah.
So why people mad about it if it was true?
Yeah.
A lot of stuff wasn't
Yeah, it
true.
wasn't
And
true.
even if it was true, again,
Yes. Mm-hmm.
again,
Yes.
it still hurt feelings.
It does hurt feelings. Yes,
So
it does.
when you do that, not talking about Wendy, I'm talking about people in general.
general, yes.
We all can learn something from it.
Yes,
if
definitely.
you continue to do that, you know, you're going to definitely hurt someone else's
yes.
feelings no matter what.
Yes.
Just like this situation, even though it was true,
Yes.
but how it was put out
But
in
out
public,
there, yes,
I think it hurt
it hurt. Yeah, her, yes,
Whitney Houston,
yes,
by the
definitely.
way. Let's listen.
Created in that wow. Some of you might say Janet, but not the same. I don't know why, but I could take that or leave it. I would love to have it, but if I didn't have it, damn. Oprah just celebrated her 49th birthday yesterday. I idolize her, but even Oprah, like, it's not the same. Take it or way that the media talks about Whitney.
Yes.
But have you? Well, Whitney.
Wendy.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, my Lord, have I waited for this day.
Have you?
Well, yes, I have. Haven't you?
Whitney.
Yes, dear.
Absolutely.
I know it.
I don't believe that I've ever met you in my entire career.
Ain't that something you talk about me all the time?
And you are top billing.
This is for those who never heard this. You
Yes.
know, there's a lot of people that heard it. I'm talking about those who never heard it.
But yes,
Is that why you talk about me all the time?
Absolutely.
You don't even know me. You don't even know me.
But here's the thing. I talk about you in two ways. In the way that the media talks about Whitney.
Yes.
But I always talk about you as being one of the greatest voices of our time. Mariah Carey is another one. You two do two separate works, but you have a voice that is just unbeatable, Whitney.
I guess this is the calm before the storm. I guess this is the, you know, stroking of the back and the
Yes.
head before the stab.
yes,
I thank you for that. I really do, because I know, in spite of everything, you play my records.
I do.
I know that.
And I also feel like you and I have something in common.
We do.
Well, yeah, besides the, you know, the motherhood thing and
Okay.
and so on and so forth. Whitney, your new CD is out now.
Yes.
The first week it did very well. It's not doing quite as well right now compared to perhaps what the record label thought it would be doing.
Well, it's never what you thought I should be doing.
Okay.
It's never what you think I should be doing. It's never what you think you say I'm doing. It is what's going to happen. You see what I'm saying? I don't want my album to peak too quickly. I don't want it to peak too quickly because I want to go through the summer and the fall.
Okay, I understand.
So there is a plan.
Okay.
You understand what I mean? Like you set your schedule on a day-to-day basis, or who you going to talk about, how you going to talk about them?
Yes.
Well, that's how I do.
So we love the song, the Dear John letter here on the show.
Yes, ma'am.
And speaking of letters, you no longer have to write to Bobby. Bobby's out of jail. Bobby's back home now.
Yes, baby. baby. You ain't. Don't you? You get all the info, don't you? You got the 411. You should know.
I want to make sure that I have all my stories straight.
Yes, baby. He's home, well and intact.
Do you regret Diane Sawyer interview?
No, why should I?
Well, it didn't exactly show you in the best light.
You don't think so? Well, you know, Wendy, you don't show yourself in the best light. People still listen to you.
Yeah, but I'm on the radio every day.
Yeah, we just don't get to see your face, but they should know what you look like.
I understand that, Whitney. Perhaps one day I will have a TV show, but in terms of what I do, when I'm not shown in the best light, I guess one of the best things that I love about my career is that there's always tomorrow to come back.
See, and I love about my career is that my music speaks for itself.
Yeah, well, it does.
You know what I mean? So, I am the second most interviewed behind Monica Lewinsky in the history of interviews.
I'm surprised you're second to her. I mean, as far as...
You know, you're not like too cool about coming behind her, but, it's all right with me because, I got a lot of mileage from that. And I think that people basically, the people that I talked to that have made comments to me were very proud of me because it was a moment. See, I'm not one for sitting down and talking to people. You can talk all you want about me, but my mother always said, don't try to define a lie with truth, because then you make it worse. Because people like to lie for whatever reason they like to lie on you about.
Right.
However, I thought that it was a major step for me to see.
That's a good point right there, Whitney made, man. That's a good point. So for those who possibly just chiming in, we're basically discussing some of the things that happened back then and what we can learn from it, what we can learn from this Whitney situation, what we can learn from it. That's what it's all about. It's not just about Whitney Houston and Wendy. It's more like what can we learn from it and what did, how can we change our situations when it comes to talking about somebody or just spewing lies just because.
Definitely, yes.
With Diane Sawyer, the biggest interviewer in the world, and talk with her and give her what basically.
And again, even if it's the truth, people have feelings about it.
Definitely.
Even if it's the truth.
We're human,
Yeah, no doubt.
I thought I could give, and I think people enjoy that, seeing me and seeing me growing and being a spiritual person, and that I have a family that loves me and cares about me and protects me, and that was the idea, Wendy.
Yeah, no, it was very entertaining.
You thought it was entertaining?
Yes.
Ah, you're funny.
Yeah, I mean, please, me and everybody, we were all watching together. I recently...
There were some very funny moments.
Yeah, well, yeah. From start to end, it was quite entertaining, Whitney.
Well, I'm glad you were entertained because you watched it, didn't you?
So Whitney, as far as you stand with drug use, is there drug use going on at this present time?
Who are you talking to?
To you, Whitney. You.
No, you're not talking to me. I'm a mother. Only my mother has privy to that information. You talk to your child about that. Don't ask me no questions like I'm a child.
I think she got a little upset at that moment, even though it's true.
Yeah.
But right now, she know that this is a interview and it's a possibility. She know that it's being recorded.
Yes.
Maybe she don't think it's being recorded. I mean, maybe she, felt like, if this ever one day get out, I don't want people to, or my child to hear, or my family or whatever, to hear you talk about me, about my drug addiction.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So I think
keep it private. Yeah.
Your baby about her, what she gonna be confronting you.
To you, Whitney. You.
No, you're not talking to me. I'm a mother. Only my mother has privy to that information. You talk to your child about that. Don't ask me no questions like I'm a child. You talk to your baby about her, what she gonna be confronting and what she got to deal with.
And
don't ask me like I'm a child, because I'm not a child, Wendy.
My child is a little boy, and I will talk to him at drugs.
Talk to him about that shit. Don't talk to me about that shit.
But listen, Whitney, I will talk to my son about drugs because I have been where the world speculates where you are, which is I was a full-blown cocaine addict. So
that's your problem, not mine. Move on.
Well, that was my problem, Whitney.
You helped yourself. Did you ask God to help you?
And no, I managed, thank God, because I have a good man. And so thank God I was able to just rise up above it
Wendy.
and quit. And all I asked... Okay. And you, on Diane Sawyer, also mentioned that... you'd want to see receipts behind the drug use.
Man, if I spent that much money, somebody better give me some receipts so I get a tax return.
Well, speaking of spending money, so recently I was hearing that you were trying to trim the budget, which, by the way, Whitney, I thought that this was something...
Where the hell did you get your information from? Who's calling you and telling you?
Well, I got this story from a gossip named Steve Hers. You ever hear of him?
No. Well, like you said, gossip. Yeah.
Steve Hers is a West Coast correspondent, and I communicate with all the different gossips. It's what we do, you know.
You guys all get together and have a gossip lunch, huh?
Something like that. Anyway, Whitney,
Yeah.
they're saying that you're doing some massive budget cuts.
I'm doing massive changes.
And you know what?
Yeah.
I wanted to let you know that this is something I think is good. This is a good Whitney thing.
You like it? You approve? Yeah, Whitney approve.
Oh, Whitney, please. Listen, they were saying that you cut your mother's
See, you don't know what the
allowance.
You don't make me curse on the radio. I'm trying to be, come on.
Well, Steve was saying it was from about like $1,600 a week to about $500 a week.
Help you to kiss my
Okay. He
and
also
so can anybody else ever think I'd do that to my mother, you low down dirty.
he also
Wow,
She started talking about her mama.
She started going in.
Yeah,
so,
family,
Yeah,
yeah.
when she talked about her mother, that was a whole nother topic, and it rubbed her the wrong way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It rubbed her the wrong way. So let's continue. Let's see.
was letting me know that Michael, Gary, and your sister Donna, who run your Nippy company, are also experiencing the slashes across the board. They were saying that you have a 24-hour-a-day bar on site at your studio that you're now cutting down, and you're not making your personal chef available to people to just come up in your house and just order food and stuff. I think that's all
When did
good.
that ever happen? I don't even know what the you're talking about.
That's the tabloids. That's tabloids.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And that's
Yeah.
tabloids. So some people say, oh, but what if it's, she didn't hurt nobody. She didn't
Yeah.
say anything wrong because it's the truth, wasn't it?
It sure did hurt.
Yeah.
It hurt family. Yes,
Yeah.
it does.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
have no idea what you're talking about, Wendy.
How is Bobby
This is a lesson it's a lesson for us at the end of the day.
Yes.
You know,
sure it is. Yes.
Don't go and read something
Yes.
and just make it like,
Believe that it's true,
True.
without the proof. Yeah,
Without
because
the proof.
sometimes it's not even true. Yes.
Yeah. Rumors
Yes. Yes,
it's going to
rumors.
happen regardless.
Yes,
especially when you're in the
regardless.
public.
We all
It's
gonna go
happen.
through it. We all gonna go
Yeah,
through
it's
it.
gonna
We all
happen.
gonna go
Yeah.
through it. Yes.
Peter doing?
Growing and being a beautiful young lady that God sent her here to be.
Yeah, she's 9 now, right?
Yes, she is.
When your husband was incarcerated for those few days, what types of things do you tell her concerning, do you say, daddy's away visiting Boston?
I don't really talking to a retard. She's a sped patient. She's a child who has intelligence.
Okay.
My child is smart.
No, what
I talk shush your mouth. I talk to her like she's an intelligent human being, okay? And I give her just as much as she can handle for a 9-year-old because I'm her mother, okay? And that's how we deal with it. Never mind what I told her, but she know the deal.
Well, a lot of parents whose spouse or what have you goes through something, particularly because that was only 8 days, would have either taken them out of school for the 8 days or taken them away from watching TV to, see
I
headlines.
do what I do to protect my daughter, Wendy, just like you would do to protect your son, okay? All right.
You are very defensive, Whitney.
I have to be, Wendy. You talk about me every day.
Yeah, she's definitely hurt. Again, what we can learn
Yes.
from this.
Yes.
What do you take from this so far, this particular interview?
Wow.
Yes.
Now you're gonna put me on the spot.
Yeah, for those who didn't hear this, I just wanted to make sure.
I heard it more than 10 times.
you did? Okay.
I've been listening to it. I've been listening to it, and it's a sad thing, because like we said, now the table is turned.
Right.
Now her son is going through the same thing she's going through today. You know
Wow.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The same thing Whitney went through and her daughter. Now it's turning now on her.
Right.
Because her son is struggling. When I hear this young boy talking, like he's talking about his mama, what she went through and stuff,
Right.
her situation right now, it's a sad thing.
Yeah.
The same thing, like what Whitney was going with her daughter and her family, her husband, it turned the same thing on her.
Right.
Her husband, and her son. Separation, divorce.
That's
hey,
deep.
we all gonna go through it.
Yeah, man.
Her turn came now. You know
That's
what I'm
deep.
saying?
That's deep.
The thing about it is that God bless Whitney's soul. She's now gone, and you know what I'm saying.
And her daughter.
And her daughter.
That's
We love them so dearly. Now look how it's going on her right now. Now she's struggling, going into a disease, and her son is struggling a lot too. She's really, really saddened. We all gonna have a turn in this life. That's the reason why we need to have compassion for another human being. That's
Right.
that's all I could say.
No doubt. Well, to Wendy's defense, I think she really is a compassionate person.
Yes.
I think she is a really loving person.
Yes, she is.
And I've seen a lot of nice things and things she's done.
She done, yes.
And great conversations she has had. I think sometimes she just used some of those things to market herself.
Yes.
And she kept doing it.
Yes,
you know
definitely.
what I mean? Because it was a way to gain attention.
Yes.
A shock value.
Yes.
And things of that nature.
And still we didn't see her in the, craziness mood and like acting in a way where that's like really crazy. I mean, that's crazy thing, really.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yes.
All right, let's go on. What you say, Rhonda, please fact check. What do you mean by that, Rhonda? Please give me your analogy of what you're talking about right now. Please fact check. Are you talking about getting information on the truth about what was done when people say, "Oh, she didn't hurt anybody"? Let me know. You're gonna keep on listening.
Well, Whitney,
the other day.
Whitney, you keep yourself in the headlines.
No, Wendy, y'all keep me in the headlines. I mind my business. I try to maintain what I got. I want to know what I'm doing all the time. I don't give a shit about what you're doing all the time. As long as you're healthy and God is blessing you and you're doing the right thing and being a decent person, I can handle that.
When's the last time you talked to Robin?
Check. Okay, let's see. What you say, Whitney and Robin, I meant to say, okay. Alicia says, good morning, Alicia, how you feel? Alicia says, it's a conversation that was embarrassing for Whitney. True. The fact that she is asking Whitney these questions, yes, indeed, I agree. Yeah, it really was, yeah. You guys is just hearing this interview rather than listening to what's really going on. Explain what you're saying as far as you guys is just hearing this interview rather than listening to what's really going on.
What is really going on?
I need to explain that part. Rhonda says, please fact check. Okay, thank you, for confirming what you said and what I responded to far as, yeah, thank you. Much love, respect,
yes,
Rhonda.
We love you, Rhonda.
Yeah, much love. Good morning to you again, Rhonda.
Yes.
No doubt. Please do me the favor and like the page. I appreciate it. Alicia, if you can like the page, I really appreciate you as well. No doubt. Okay. I want you to explain what you're saying, Alicia, regarding you guys is just hearing the interview rather than listening to what's going on. Yeah. While I'll continue to listen and hear the interview.
We could go?
Because I know that you and Robin were girlfriends from when you were growing up.
And we're still friends, girl.
Okay. Will she be working back with you, or is she still...
Wendy. What's Robin not doing anything? No, Robin don't work for me. She'll work for me now. Moving right along.
Okay, so our king of R&B, is he working on an album? Bobby.
Once again, this is about what we can learn from situations as such. What we can learn from it.
Yes.
All right? Because we're not perfect. I'm definitely not perfect.
I'm not either.
All right? I have a past.
I confess that.
You know what I mean? And we all have some type of past that we're not proud of.
Yes.
All right?
Definitely.
So this is something that we can learn from moving forward.
Yes, I agree.
You working on an album?
Yes, ma'am.
When do you think his album will be out?
Very soon, Wendy, I'm sure.
A numerologist came on the show the other week.
Oh, hell.
And we ran you guys numbers. And for what it's worth, the numerologist said that you and Bobby are so right for each other.
Honey, he's so right. He's never been more right in his life. That's the most rightest thing you ever said.
Yeah, thank you, Whitney.
How's your father doing?
Okay, so Alicia says, let's see, conversation there. In fact, that when you go ask him. Okay, Alicia says, maybe if Wendy would have came clean she might have received the help that she needed. And definitely you're right, but she did come clean. She Wendy did come clean. And she even put it in the book. She talked about it plenty of times, her addiction.
Yes.
Even when Whitney Houston died, Wendy did say that we have the same, something that's similar, you know.
Yes.
We share the same thing. And she mentioned that here.
Yes.
And I don't know if she went right into it, but it's the addiction.
She did talk about
the
it.
addiction.
Yeah. And
right.
also when I mentioned that Wendy is going to I just want to make that clear. Wendy's going to the same thing now that Whitney went through. I'm
right.
talking about as mother. You understand what I'm saying? As
right.
a mother, she did try to protect her daughter,
right.
you know.
Oh, okay.
And
I see what you're saying.
just as well that Wendy also tried to protect her son.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They both mothers.
I see what you're saying.
So therefore,
because Alicia said said that Wendy is going through the same. She said that you said Ms. D said that Wendy is going through the same thing with her son, which is totally different.
Yes, it's not.
There's nothing.
There's no difference in it. No difference at all.
Being a mother trying to protect your
child. Yeah, out of maybe the public
right.
and all that stuff.
I
yeah,
got you.
They both went through. That's what I'm trying to say is that we all gonna go through some struggle in life where we have to maybe defend ourselves, defend our family, our children. Which I think that that's one of the reasons why I'm thinking that it's a sad situation because we all gonna go through it. Maybe in different ways, like she said.
Right,
maybe she see the difference in it, but maybe in a different way.
Right.
But it's still.
I got you.
It's still a struggle. You know what I'm saying?
We have to it might not sometimes. Be the same situation or scenario.
Yes.
But it can be the same feeling.
There you go.
Of a mother.
There you go.
What you're saying.
Yes.
I got
to
you.
Protect and to yes, definitely.
I got you.
And to have that feeling she's going through, like defending herself. Like what you talking about? That's something that I do in the private. I don't do it in front of my daughter or whatever. All things like that.
Got it.
You know what I'm saying?
Got it. Okay. Good point. All right. So if that helped, answer your question or statement, Alicia, I think I get what you're saying as well, Alicia. I do understand what you're saying.
And you heard what Rhonda said.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's totally the same.
Yeah. Rhonda said what? Let's see. I didn't see that. Oh, Rhonda said, Alicia, it's totally the same.
Yes, it is.
Let's go back to the interview.
Yeah. His partner, Kevin Skinner.
You don't want to talk about him. Moving right along.
And I didn't talk to him, Whitney.
I don't want to talk about him. He's not my friend, okay?
Okay.
You want to be my friend? I like to be your friend, I think.
Well, you're so defensive. Is this how you treat your friends?
No, but you're not my friend.
You just said you want to be my friend.
That's what I want, see?
Wow. That was deep. Whitney was the real one.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And there are people in the world that's just like that.
Yes.
So we have to be careful how we speak to people and how we, come at them with the energy that we come with, and then not expect it to come back to us.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
Definitely.
Yeah.
We spoke about that yesterday. Yes,
right.
It's it's a real fact of life. You know, it is.
Once again, this is not just about Wendy and Whitney or Mathis and
Mathis
Wendy.
And Wendy. Yeah,
it's about us as people in general.
Yes,
you know what I mean.
Yes.
All right.
See, I want to be your friend. I am your friend.
When's the next time you're going to hit the big screen?
I'm working on it, baby girl. I'm working on it. I got some scripts today. I'm going to read on them and look at them. But I'm very careful about the movies I do. Mm-hmm. So, it's just a matter of time.
Great. So how long do you think that you're going to be, how long will it be between albums? Have you already started mulling over in your head when your next album's going to come out and what kind of material you're going to be working with?
Yes, I am, as a matter of fact.
Have you spoken to Brandy since she had her baby?
Yes, I talk to her maybe every week.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, because the kind of money that you have is like, beyond most people's imagination. When dear friends like Brandy have babies, do you actually pick out a gift for them, or do you send like an assistant to?
No, I pick out my gifts, darling. People are personal to me. I pick my own gifts out.
What did you get for Brandy?
I got her a silver rattle that Tiffany rattle, and I got her picture frame that has my name and Bobby's name on it, Auntie Whitney, Uncle Bobby, and Cousin Chrissy. And, you know, it's like a family thing, so that it's a keepsake for the rest of her life.
Do you ever do a simple thing?
We're going to take a break from that real quick and go to the chat. Let's see. I love the people that engage, so I want to thank you guys for engaging.
Yes, definitely.
Which means a lot. I appreciate it.
And we're learning from each other.
Yeah, we all learning. That's what it's all about.
That's the only reason why I'm here. Yes, definitely. It's a learning to us.
Yep.
Like we said yesterday, this world, life is a battle, and we have to learn how to confront it. You know, and it's a lesson in everything that happens, either in our life or in our brothers or sister. We see it out there. We just got to get the good thing out of it. That's all it is. Yes.
Okay. So Rhonda says that it's all totally the same. Mm-hmm. And Alicia says, I disagree. However, from experience, no matter how we try to protect our kids from our substance abuse, kids know before the world knows. Okay.
Definitely, that's we agree. In certain age, I agree with her. After certain age, that's the thing that we have to. I believe that if any problem that we have in our life, it don't matter how much. It won't take long for our children. As a mother, and I'm talking as a mother, it doesn't take long for your child to find out what your problem is. It don't matter how much you try to hide it.
Facts.
After certain age, they're gonna recognize and they're gonna know, and that is what it does brings a lot of effect on them. So that's the time when we have to choose either it's our family or our addiction. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because that's how life is, and that's another good lesson learned that she's talking about for us nowadays. There's nothing hidden between earth and between the sun and like we say, between the heaven and earth. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing hidden. It's gonna come out, because a lot of people think that they could live a hidden life, but that's not how it is. There's no secret at all. All things always come out.
Especially around your children. Even at 2 or 3 years old, they
get affected. It does affect them. You know what I'm saying? It does affect them. It really does. I agree with her on that.
Yeah.
There's definitely, it's gonna come out. Yeah.
Real talk. Thank you, Alicia, for that comment.
Yes.
So let's go on with the interview. Thank you again for chiming in. Those who are watching, could you please press like?
Yes.
Go over to YouTube, David Adams Podcast, and press subscribe. I have 505. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to get to 600. Help me. Appreciate it.
We need to get
Share
down
the
there.
YouTube channel. I appreciate if you do that.
Like go to the grocery store?
Yeah, I was yesterday pumping gas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what kind of car were you putting the gas in?
I was putting gas into a white Hummer.
Wow. And so, did you get it in your neighborhood so they're already used to seeing you, or did you get it elsewhere?
No, I got it in my neighborhood.
Do you live a relatively normal life in that area where you live?
No.
You constantly have people in the woods trying to take pictures and all that?
Hello. I mean, come on, Wendy. You don't make it any better. But actually, yeah, I have people in the woods and in the trees and want to follow me and the whole 9 yards, Wendy.
Yeah. So when it's just you and Bobby, Christina in the house, the three of you, who is part of the staff of your house who's always there as well? You know, besides
Jesus.
I got you.
Jesus, constantly.
Okay.
Anybody else may come and go, but he's a constant stay.
How's your mom doing? Does she live there in the house?
And she's a constant stay too, but she does not live with me. No, my mother does not. I have family mostly around me, my brother-in-law, my sister-in-law, my niece, people like that.
How do you get along with Bobby's baby's mother?
You are hysterical, girl. Oh, my God, you are so deep. I mean, you're so like nosy.
I am.
You are so nosy, man.
I am. It's not just you. I'm like this with everybody, Whitney.
I know. Your son must be like, Mom.
No, he asked the questions. Every other word from him was, but why? But why?
I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear you. What did you say again?
How do you get along with Bobby's baby's mother?
We get along just fine. We get along just fine because we're grown women. And I love her babies because they're my stepchildren, and I care for her children as if, they are mine, whether with me. So you maintain that relationship with your stepchildren. Me and Bobby's baby's mama don't have any problem because I don't create none, and if there is some, I can finish it. Yeah,
Well,
we can talk about it and get an understanding.
has there ever been a conflict as far as maybe Bobby Christina getting more attention from Bobby
No.
than the other kids?
No, there's always that, there's the constant, where the kids get together and they, constant normal, but basically, it's pretty normal. But Bobby gives his children, this kind of attention that when they're together, they're his children.
Yeah.
But of course, he's my husband and he lives with me and Chrissy, so she does get more of the time.
Did you get on Bobby after you saw the BET making of Ja Rule's video? Because the rest of the country was kind of like, wow, look at Bobby. Bobby looked kind of tossed up during that video, Whitney.
Did he really now?
Bobby looked high, Whitney.
He did.
Bobby looked.
But see, there was Ja Rule in there was Bobby, there was other folk, but you ain't said shit about them.
Yeah, but Bobby.
Yeah, because all you want to talk shit on is Bobby. No, as a matter of fact, Bobby was pretty cool, honey. He did his gig. He's Thug 11. What? Talk to me. That's what I heard.
I realize that being married, your money is Bobby's money and vice versa.
Right.
But when so you guys don't have any money problems.
Well, no, Wendy, not to sell my estate, as you said on the radio yesterday.
No, I didn't say you were selling your estate for money reasons. I said you were selling your estate to get more privacy.
Oh, I understand. No, okay. Thank you, darling, for clarifying that. No, I'm not selling my estate, and Bobby and I are doing just fine. Thank you.
Were you responsible for Bobby leaving New Edition?
I didn't even know him then.
No. The second time around when they did the Come Home tour.
No. I said no, not at all. They had their own relationship.
Have you ever encouraged Bobby to possibly, because the guys from New Edition have interviewed and said that they would love if Bobby came back,
That's
to the
Bobby's world. It's not mine. It's his decision. He's a New Edition member. I'm not.
Did you ever hear that people were buzzing that your relationship with Wyclef was really close and that Bobby and you fought over it?
Really?
Yeah.
No, we don't do that. Wyclef and I are friends. We grew up together in the hood. He's from East Orange, so am I. And that's about as far as that goes. And we musically do work together, and that's it. There is no battle. There's no fighting. That's crazy.
Well, at one point there was a beef between Bobby and Babyface.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, why don't you talk to Bobby and Babyface about that?
You know what, Whitney?
Baby.
You are something else.
She keeping it real.
I love you, darling.
When are you coming to the studio?
When am I coming to your studio?
Yeah.
You really want me to come there?
I would love that.
Oh, my Lord. Well, we got to make a date, okay?
Yes, we do. Look, do you want to have more children?
Yes, I do. I want a little boy. I want a mama's boy.
And you're going to be 40 this year, right?
Oh, tell the world, why don't you? Oh, you low down dirty dog.
Whitney, you look great.
Thank you, baby. I feel good, too. Thank you.
The only thing is that you said, Whitney will never be fat.
No.
I was like, how dare her?
Never.
What was that, a diss to all fat girls?
No, I just won't be fat. Sorry. Not good, not healthy. Have you ever heard anybody being fat, being healthy?
Well, being extremely fat or being extremely thin, like with you on the Michael Jackson special.
Either extreme is not good.
Yeah.
Not good at all, okay?
Yeah.
Not good at all. So, pull it together and move on.
You smoke weed?
Oh, shit.
Mariah Carey was on the show and said that she loves you more than ever.
I love that little lamb chop.
And I just wanted you to know that.
I love that lamb chop. She's my girl.
Have you, yeah, she is nice. She's very sweet. She was here like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, she's a bomb.
She denied her breast implants. Do you deny yours?
No.
See, that's my girl Whitney.
No.
I got them too. I mean, aren't they the best?
It's like what? If you're going to go for it, go for it. You know what I mean?
Do you ever wish that you got them bigger?
No, my husband loves them.
Yeah.
He loves them.
Yeah. They sit nice. They're very well proportioned with you. It's just that at one point when you lost so much weight, though, they did look like two baseballs on a stick.
Yeah, they look really weird.
Yeah.
I'm sure that when you look at yourself in the mirror, you have some reservations about your looks, too.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I've seen you. I know how you look.
What?
Come on, Wendy. Come on, baby.
Do you keep in touch with Eddie Murphy? I know you guys were...
No.
Now, is it that you were showing respect for your husband because you and Eddie dated, or that
Yeah.
you... Oh, got you. Well, To me, that's how it's supposed to be in everyday life. You know what I'm saying? When you go on and you marry.
Come on, whether he's a married man or a married woman. I mean, we see each other, we speak to each other professionally, and say goodbye.
Yeah. Bobby has had a reputation occasionally to step out on the marriage.
Oh, really?
Say the gossips.
Okay, thank you.
Has infidelity been one of the biggest issues in you guys' marriage?
No.
What would you say the biggest issue is in you all's marriage?
You people. You people like to run your damn mouth. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If you could take back anything that you told Diane Sawyer, what would it be?
If I could say something that I didn't say, okay, I wouldn't tell anybody. I got a problem with you to kiss my. And I love you, but I don't live for you. I don't live for you. You talk about me. You call me out my name. You make my mother call me and ask me questions. You make my father sick. You make my brother sick. You make my child hurt. You all talk about me like you know me. You never see me in your damn life. But you talk about me. That's not right. There's a limit to what you can say. And if I was really like back in the day in New York, I'd meet you outside. But I'm a lady and I have a class. But I'll talk to you, Wendy, because I love you, because you're a fan. I know it.
I am.
I know, baby.
I'm a fan of your entire experience, though. Not just
no shit like that. Those are fighting words.
You know what, though?
What, boo?
I'm a fan of yours, not just the music, Whitney. I'm a fan of you, the woman.
Thank you, because my mother's very proud of me, Wendy. She is. She loves me, and she respects me. That's what matters to me, that my mother loves and respects me.
Whose idea was it to set up that Diane Sawyer interview?
Me in L.A.
Are you done with the talk show circuit? I mean, will you do Larry King? So you won't go back on Oprah. You won't do Larry King.
Oprah and I have a relationship. She and I talk. We'll do something. That's my girl. Yeah.
Do any of your celebrity girlfriends, whether it be Oprah or Angela Bassett or anybody like that, do they ever try to ride the train of Is Whitney on coke and let me talk to her to get her off?
You know, they make you to break you. You know what I mean? That's the name of the game. But I don't break. I'm not made of glass, baby. I come from a line of heritage, of strong heritage, legacy. You can't break me.
So when you sit down and you have a little glass of something to drink, what's your favorite drink? I mean, is it Cristal? Is it, Hennessy?
I'm not a drinker, baby. I like to have a sip of wine every now and then and a little, there's a drink being Bobby called the Bobby Brown. I like to tell you what it's mixed with, all right?
God, Whitney.
What, baby?
You are a real trip.
I've been around the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's Dion doing?
Dion's doing very well, thank you. We had an auntie who just passed away, a very close auntie to ours, and we just...
Well, all right, we're going to try to get to some of that, maybe another part 3. So tune in tomorrow. We'll probably have a part 3. But thank you for chiming in. Ms. D, thank you for coming here and being a part of the show. Thank you so
for
much
having
again.
me like always.
So would you like to say anything else regarding the situation?
We just said it already. I mean, we've been saying it from the beginning. We want to learn. We want to lesson from it. We don't want to talk about other people, judge them, download them. No. We want to take the good out of it. We want to learn, and always not to forget. You know what I'm saying? Have a little compassion for your sister and brother. Don't go out there trying to downgrade or put other people down. Lift up the spirit of your brother and sister. Okay. Don't try to put them down, because we already say life comes in we all gonna go through it.
Everybody get a chance. Everybody get a turn.
Everybody. We got our place in the cemetery.
Much love,
we live
respect.
and we learn.
That's right. Peace and blessings. D.A.P. Much love.